Yo,
Hi.
what's going on, man?
Nothing.
Seems to me like you had an eventful weekend.
Why does it seem like that?
I don't know. I just kind of got a shit ton of messages, and a certain message. Well, the first one that kind of kicked things off, and then I went into apeshit mode.
Yeah, you sure did.
I started posting so much shit on there.
I didn't know how you found that stuff so fast. Like, I couldn't even find... Well, first we're talking about San Diego Comic Con, and I couldn't even find what was in what hall in the Comic Con app, and somehow you found every Harley Quinn piece of merchandise within like 10 minutes.
It was literally 10 minutes.
It to me. Yeah.
You know what, man? The internet is a crazy place.
I know it is, and somehow I'm at the convention and I can't find out what is in what hall, what panel is happening right now.
Did you go to any panels?
Yeah, we went to a couple.
Nice. How were they?
They were like every other panel. You sit there and watch some people behind the table talk.
Yeah, man. So we talked about it last week, saying how you were. I mean, there's a lot of things to do outside of Comic-Con without a badge, right?
Correct.
And somehow
also welcome to DRULcast number whatever this is.
151. I'm DRULcast. That's Jay Spin. Hi. Hello. I figured we'd just kind of, casually just get in it,
Oh, we did casually get in it, and then
all right. Well, so I ruined it by just saying this.
Casually. No, then we continue casual.
So I just
like too casually
it?
Or something.
It was too It was too So there is such thing as too casual.
No, there's not.
Oh, there isn't. Okay.
But I know that you like announcing those things, so I want to make sure they got done before it was 30 minutes into the show.
Fair enough. All right. So yeah, we talked last week about how you were just. I mean, I don't know if you ever said that whether or not you were actually going to go and hang out like downtown.
I don't think so. I bought my ticket after the show, after we recorded last week.
So there was a couple of tricks involved, but you managed to get in.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. It happens. And
sure.
And yeah, any cool shit that you can report on, or before I tell you what I found.
I don't really know. Like, so I mean, nothing really gaming wise. I didn't go to Nintendo Lounge. I just didn't make it over there, so I don't know what was over there. I mean, what do they have anyway? You know what I mean? What's gonna be there?
Yeah, I don't know. Splatoon was huge, like a while ago.
Yeah, but I mean, what's
and now they
play Pokemon Go? You know what I mean? So I don't know. One thing that was interesting is every Pokestop had like, what do they call it? Lure? Is that what
lures?
Is that what yeah. Every one of them had it, like the little leaves or what?
Just nonstop all day.
Yeah.
I can only imagine.
Yeah, it was insane.
You should have taken a scrandshot of downtown San Diego.
I did.
Oh, did you? I gotta take a look at that.
I did. Yeah.
Send it to me because I gotta see that. Are there any like? So Boston has this map. Somebody I forgot who.
Yeah.
But they have this map, and it's like it shows you where the hotspots are that
right
that are like 2 side by side, or 3 side by side, and there's a couple unicorns, there's a couple of 4 that if you stand right in the middle, you get the effects of all 4 of them, right?
Yeah.
So are there any like crazy spots over there? Because I can only imagine how many, like, just walking downtown, there's a lot of like things there. So
yeah, I don't know. I mean, Pokemon Go doesn't show you those hotspots. There's ways to find them. The
Pokestops or whatever. That's what I meant.
Oh. Yeah, there's a lot. I don't know what else you want me to tell you.
Well, like, is there like a specific area where there's like 4 right next to each other in a way that you can get all 4 by just being in one spot? Does that make any sense?
I don't think there are.
Okay.
It's like it was probably one per block, or about
okay.
That.
So
it's like one on each end of the block, on each block. So that's kind of what it seemed like, Yeah. I'm pretty sure there's more at San Diego State than there are in downtown.
Really?
Yeah, San Diego State is ridiculous. Pokestops. Let me see if I find the screenshot real quick while we're talking about it.
Shout out to what's his name? Trujillo's?
Trujillo's?
Trujillo's? Yeah.
You tried to get all foreign with it. Just say Trujillo's.
What is it?
Trujillo's. Trujillo.
Trujillo's. Shout out to Trujillo's Tacos.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know, I'm looking at the little map right now. It's one per block-ish about. There might be a couple spots where you can get two at the same time. But anyways, yeah.
Oh, no, I was just curious because I mean, just walking down there's so many like big things, like I don't want to say monuments because that's not really appropriate, but they're all so close to each other that I can only imagine that there are a lot. I mean, you literally have the stadium right next to the convention center, kind of, sort of. Yeah. They're connected, right?
No.
What did you?
Convention center's across the street.
You told me there was a bridge that connected.
Bridge goes to Omni Hotel.
Yeah, okay.
So if you're staying at Omni, you can walk over to Petco Park from Omni.
I bet you that place must have been very expensive this past weekend.
Yeah, I didn't look at hotel prices, but I imagine Omni, Hard Rock, like anything downtown is probably insane. There's a bunch of hotels right next to the convention center. None of them are directly connected, but I think Marriott is the literal closest. You basically walk out of Marriott and a few steps later you're at the convention center.
But I mean, just about everything is literally everything is across the street.
yeah, but I mean that's really close.
Right next to it. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be what's that one? Westin, is that the one closest to Boston Convention Center?
Yeah, the one that's connected to it.
Yeah, it's basically like that, but maybe a little bit closer and not connected. Yeah.
So man, that's crazy. Did you run into any people?
No, I didn't.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, well, aside from the panels, I didn't bump into anybody.
I'm surprised. You normally have a track record of finding at least Cliffy B.
Right. Yeah, I actually tweeted Cliffy B. I was like, "Hey, you want to grab a beer?" He didn't reply. So what do you want me to tell you? And I wasn't actively looking for anybody. Usually, it's because if you're not inside of Comic-Con, you kind of check Twitter to see what's going on or whatever, Yeah. But since I was inside the convention,
you didn't really have a need to.
Yeah, there was there's things to do and check enough to keep you occupied inside. I didn't make it to Nerd HQ for Xbox Lounge.
Yeah,
I didn't really make it anything outside. Adult Swim had a carnival outside, which looked freaking awesome.
Adult Swim kind of went off from what I saw.
Booth. Yeah. I didn't actually even go into the booth. I didn't really check it out, but just the booth itself, the design was crazy. It was a prominent booth in the center of the floor.
Wow.
They had that carnival outside. It was crazy. They had quite a presence, I would say. Square Enix had they took over a parking lot a few blocks away.
Yeah.
And there was a party. I don't know. I only saw that when I was leaving.
Nice.
I was getting in my Uber and I was like, "Oh, what's this?" They had
cancel Uber. Let me go.
yeah. They had the wall. They had a climbing wall. Just a climbing wall.
Yeah.
But it made it look like snow, and it was for Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider. You know what I mean? And they had fog clever, and stuff. Actually. Yeah, but the wind was blowing the fog away from the wall and over the street. So the street was all foggy, but
the whole display was just not that's fun. They should have had fans or something.
I mean, just you're outside. The wind's too strong. You know what I mean? So. The wall was probably 25 feet or so. I mean,
that's cool though.
You can't really contain it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have to. But it was cool. It seemed like they had
a tent or some shit.
Yeah, you would have to do that, and I don't know. That's a lot.
It's just too much money. Yeah.
It was cooler. I think I'm open to be able to see it.
Yeah.
And I yelled at them. They were there are three people climbing. One on the left side, right side, and middle. And I was like, "Let's go, Stripes!" Some guy had a Stripes shirt on, and he was losing badly, so I started yelling at him.
Trying to encourage the poor guy.
I'm like, "Let's go, Stripes! Don't lose, Stripes!" That was fun. It was cool. I mean, it's just the whole thing is transformed downtown. So
yeah. So yeah. I mean, people. San Diego Comic-Con exclusives are always a big deal, right?
If you're looking for the type of things,
of course, yeah. If you're collecting, and a lot of people.
And by the way,
apparently,
your Funko booth, I stopped by later on 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock just to see maybe I could hop in line now or whatever.
Yeah.
There was no merchandise left in that entire booth.
What?
Everything was gone.
Completely wiped.
I don't know if they had put it away. You know what I mean? Maybe all the people. Maybe they only let so many people a day buy stuff. I don't know. And maybe since that number expired, because you had to have a bracelet to even buy something.
What?
So I didn't even know that, and I was walking outside later by in the back of the convention center by Adult Swim and stuff, and I kind of was walking around. My friend and I were walking around, and I saw there were 3 or 4 signs, and it was Funko, whatever, So like you had to wait outside the convention center to get a bracelet. So that's when I saw somebody I knew. He was like, "Oh yeah, I've been waiting since 6:30," and I was like, "What? Like it just opened at 9:30." You know what I mean? Like he was like, "No, whatever. You have to have a bracelet." I didn't understand. I was like, "Whatever," because I was on the phone with you. I'm like trying to dodge people. I'm trying to look at the list because he was like, "Hey, I'll buy the Harley Quinn thing," but I couldn't find it on this paper and whatever. You know what I mean? It was a whole fiasco. But then when I was walking outside, I saw the sign and I was like, "Oh, now I get it." So he was waiting outside from 6:30 in the morning until they opened at 9:30 just to get a bracelet. And then he had a bracelet. They had to go inside and wait in line again just to get what he wanted. And they had a sheet, and you went through the sheet and you checked the ones you wanted. So when you got to the front of the line, you just handed them your sheet, and then they they would
grab it for you and just make it fast. That's insane.
But then, I mean, it was packed. The whole booth was full. Like there wasn't, you know what I mean? When I stopped by in the morning when we were on the phone, which was, I don't know, maybe 10 a.m. or so.
It was around 9:30, 10.
Yeah, and then by the time I went back after the panels and stuff, there was nothing in the booth.
They got wiped out. Holy shit, that's crazy.
I mean, I'm sure they have more stuff today. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I can't believe that one day they sold out of everything. So I'm sure they have stuff today too. But
that's insane.
Man. Yeah, who knows? Anyways, I thought I'd tell you that.
But yeah, so like collecting and all that, it's crazy. And I know it's huge. And then even so, a couple of years, I think maybe 2 or 3 years ago, I went to a zombie it was like a zombie. It was a Walking Dead convention that was in town, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I go and I see like they have exclusive like Funko stuff, and I'm like, oh shit, like yeah, I kind of want this. So obviously, I'm on my phone and reception is really shitty because there's so many people there. I'm trying to figure out like, is it really like a deal, or am I getting fucking robbed?
Yeah.
And so I look it up, and sure enough, it says San Diego. I think it was maybe the year prior, exclusive, and I'm like, holy shit, like I have to get this. And I mean, yeah, it was marked up, but in comparison to everything else that was there, it was still a decent price,
Mm-hmm.
So I bought it.
Was it $200?
No. It wasn't. It was nowhere near. No, it was those. They don't go for that much. So I was like, you know what? Whatever. Let me just get it. It was like $40 or something like that, right? Yeah. Whatever. Not a big deal. Probably got it for like maybe $20-$30, and he just sold it for $40 because I mean it's a full year and he couldn't get rid of it. So obviously, it wasn't really going.
Oh, so it was like just some guy. It wasn't Funko.
No. Yeah, it was a reseller. Like he has his own little shop. And he ended up getting a booth at this convention.
Yeah.
That's all it was, So whatever, he made some money off of it, it wasn't that much, but whatever. So, and that's the only reason why I was like, dude, oh my God, I want this, I want that, I want that, I want that. Because as soon as you sent a picture of the badge, I sent you like 40 links or 40
you're
different items.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, how do you find all this?
And yeah, man, no, because it's such a big market, and I didn't know it was as crazy as it was until that morning when I sent you those links. I was looking at I was on Instagram just trying to find out like what booth had what type thing. And so I'm just on Instagram and I just, curious, I just typed it in like the hashtag SDCC or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
And one of the pictures was just a big ass line. I'm like, whoa, like what is this? This has to be like Hall H or like one of the big,
Yeah.
So I click it and it's like, oh, this is to buy stuff. And I'm like, what? Like,
it's ridiculous, dude.
As soon as I saw that, I was like, oh man, like I'm never gonna get anything. So as soon as I saw that, I completely lost hope on any of the items that I had listed to you.
It was just the Funko ones were difficult to get. So
I was like, yeah, fuck this. But yeah, no, man, that's insane. So yeah, the reason I found everything is because all of the major like companies, they kind of put out like, hey, here's what we're going to have that's an exclusive, so make sure you pick it up. And that's good, they make sure that they sell out of everything that they bring with them,
right.
And I'm pretty sure that's not hard, especially in there.
Never know.
I mean, I guess it depends on what the item is and whatnot, but still, like you see exclusive, a lot of the people fucking go ape shit for it. So, so yeah, that's cool. That's Comic-Con. You play anything?
Like at Comic-Con?
No, in general.
Had I finished Mirror's Edge last show?
No, you told me you finished Judgment.
Okay, yeah, I finished Mirror's Edge then. That's what.
Nice.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
Well, like finishing Mirror's Edge. I mean, what do you want me to tell you? You know what I mean?
Well, okay. Is it better than the first?
I mean, the game's a lot longer.
I think that's.
There'll probably be another one. So.
Oh, it ended like that, or
we'll see what happens. No, not really. I mean, kind of, sort of. Like it ended, but at the same time, it didn't end. You know what I mean? So.
Is there any chance that we'll see a new character? Do you think, like a new protagonist?
No.
Okay, so it's still gonna be Faith.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. Just curious. I don't know. Maybe because I remember in the demo they have like a whole little group, and then this guy who bails you out and something. It's right at the beginning of the game. I'm not spoiling anything. Oh. And I figured maybe at one point you play as them, or you could, or maybe, you kind of switch off from one spot to the other. I don't know. Different.
I don't think so. None of the characters were like really memorable enough to be like, oh, I want to play as them.
Okay.
I mean? Faith is like the best one out of the bunch. Besides Plastic, that doesn't really spoil anything. Plastic's just like a hacker.
Yeah.
So if there's like some hacking mini games or something, that'd be kind of cool, I guess. Because basically, I mean, this is just a type of mission, so it doesn't spoil anything.
Mm-hmm.
Plastic asks Faith, like, oh, I need access to whatever, but in order for me to get that, you need to break into whatever and do whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, maybe if you were on the other side and you had more control rather than relying on Faith to do everything for you, that'd be kind of cool. Plays Plastic. She was a cool character.
Nice.
But other than that, the other characters were kind of like, whatever.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So I played. So Humble Bundle had a deal like a while ago, or it's still going on?
Like last week.
I think it's still going on.
Yeah.
All right. The 2K one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know when it ends, but I ended up getting it. I thought it was a good deal. I'm not. I mean, like Battleborn was a part of it, which I mean, I know I wanted around the same time that Overwatch came out and all that.
Did you get Overwatch?
I did.
You still play that game?
Not in a while, but that has a lot to do more with others.
Sure, right. They're actually, I saw a few people. I mean, with 100, whatever, like 30, 40, 50,000 people, to see anybody with the same thing is kind of like surprising,
Yeah.
So I saw two people with Overwatch backpacks, like fancy backpacks that just had Overwatch, like a small logo on it. You know what I mean? They looked nice. They probably got it from some other show or something. And a couple other people had Overwatch like bags and stuff, but I don't know. Interesting. Maybe actually Blizzard was there. Maybe they bought those backpacks at Blizzard booth or something.
Blizzard was there?
Yeah.
Really?
They're in the back by Xbox.
I didn't think they did any like shows because they have their own. They do the whole BlizzCon thing.
Right. Well, they were there.
Interesting.
They had a little booth in the back left, like Hall A back left-ish.
Huh. Did not know that.
And Xbox was same thing, just front right instead of... Actually, I guess it depends what way you're facing. How about that? If you're facing the convention center, Blizzard is Hall A back right. And if you're facing convention center, Xbox is Hall A front right. So they're like directly across from each other, opposite ends of that hall.
Huh.
Yeah.
I had no idea that they would make an appearance, to be honest.
Yeah, they were there. Capcom was there.
I think
Square Enix was there.
Kojima was there.
He was there, but I think he was just hanging out.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't see any Kojima stuff.
I saw a bunch of pictures of people and Kojima and stuff, so that's all.
Right. Yeah, he was hanging out in the city, I guess. Going to parties and stuff.
Good way to advertise the game.
Yeah, Xbox booth was just Gears of War 4.
Because of the fucking Walking Dead, because of Norman Reedus.
Okay.
That makes sense. Okay. Cool. It just kind of clicked, that's all. Okay. So yeah, I ended up taking advantage of that deal. I haven't played any of the games but one. If you were to guess which one...
I gotta look at the list so I can tell you.
Alright.
HumbleBundle.com. Let's see. 2K bundle.
Yeah, the 2K bundle.
A lot of games here.
There are.
I wonder what other ones are coming soon. I wonder which ones those are.
I wonder as well, because this is...
I'm gonna say you've been playing Duke Nukem Forever.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Good guess, but no.
Then it's not a good guess, obviously.
Well, all right. So first off, great. I still think it's a great deal. You have 8 days to get it. By the time this comes out, you'll have what, 6? Still plenty of time. So Darkness 2, Spec Ops: The Line, Duke Nukem Forever, Civ 5, NBA 2K16, Mafia 2 Director's Cut, which I think includes all the DLC, right?
Probably. Sure.
Battleborn and Borderlands the pre-sequel, and you also get like Battleborn, like a skin pack and currency, and then supposedly there's more games coming or being added onto this. I don't know when, but that's what they claim.
Yep.
But even if they don't, I don't really care. I still think it's a really good deal. Borderlands the pre-sequel is an amazing game. Civ 5, from everybody who I know has played it, it praises it. And I mean, Mafia 2 I want to get into, but I know it's one of your games.
Yeah.
And Darkness, I think I played. I for whatever reason remember playing the first, but I'm not sure, so I gotta go back. And of course, Duke Nukem Forever. It's gonna be fun. But no, your guess is wrong. I don't know if you want to take another shot at it.
Well, the only one game you didn't bring up, and after you went through all of them, and that's Spec Ops: The Line. So I'm guessing that's the one you've been playing.
Still wrong. I played NBA 2K16
for whatever reason.
Whatever fucking reason. No, you know why I played it?
No,
Jake makes fun of me. I make fun of him. We make fun of each other, right? Because there's like a mode on NBA 2K16 that like you kind of build up on the ranks. Mm-hmm. And one of the first like custom items, or one of the first items that you get is a brown shirt, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
And if you go to the park, I think it's what it's called. See, it sucks because I'm not very good at the game at all. So basically, if you're seen wearing a brown shirt, you're looked at as an easy target because they know that you haven't been playing the game long, because you're forced to wear this brown shirt, right?
Yeah.
So, simply put, and I make fun of him because he's still like a rookie or whatever on Rocket League, and those are the two, like, we play a lot of Rocket League together, and he's still kind of low level, So anyways, so I started playing this, and I'm like, dude, how do you like? The only reason I played it is just to see what this game is like, right? Okay. Just to give him shit. And, I hear them arguing and always, like, because it's like, I think it's 3-on-3 in the park or something like that.
All right.
And he's always sending me videos of him crossing people out, and, and it looks cool, But I'm playing this, and I'm like, okay, all I want is NBA Jam. Like, I just want to hold the trigger. I want to, if I want to pass, I press B. If I want to lob it, if I want to pass it like further, I press Y. If I want to dunk it, I just dunk it. Like, that's all I want to do. Like, I don't want to like, the crosses are cool and all, like, but oh my God, like, in order to steal, you gotta, like, you need to make sure you have the attributes to be able to steal. I'm like, what the fuck you mean? Like, if I want to steal the ball, I just walk up to him, press the button, and I steal it,
Right.
Either I do or I don't. Like, that's it. He goes, nah, man. He goes, you need to put points in that. Like, I'm like, no, I don't need to put points in shit. I'm done. Like, uninstall quick,
Exactly.
Not really my game, and he ended up getting the bundle as well. He's dying to play with me on NBA 2K16, and I'm just like, no, bro, like, I'm never gonna play that. I'm sorry.
Well, you already uninstalled it, so
it's gone. Yeah, I'm like, I'm sorry, man. Like, I could not do it, and it's just, oh my God, it's just so slow. Like, at the end of like every single basketball, and don't get me wrong, I enjoy watching basketball, right? But at the end of every game, it's like, all these timeouts, it's like 1 minute left on the clock becomes a half hour.
Right. Well, most sporting events are like that.
Kind of, sort of. Basketball
that rely on time. Ones that rely on time.
It's a lot more on basketball though. Like,
okay,
if you have a minute left, then there's a minute left instead of 30, and it just, I don't know. Anyways, I just didn't like it. Not for me, but I think I'm gonna end up playing Mafia 2 next. That's gonna be my go-to.
Cool, you should.
Yeah, I really want to before 3 comes out, which is soon. Yeah.
No.
Next year.
Winter.
Oh, there's plenty of time.
Yeah, like October. Wait, it's right after. Same day as Gears of War 4. If you get the Ultimate Edition of Gears of War 4, that you play 4 days early or whatever. It's like the same Friday. Oh, so man, October. October something another, whatever that is. I'll look it up real quick. Let me see. I'll know when I see a calendar. October 7th, I think, is the day both of those come out. So.
Damn.
So I'm probably not playing Mafia 3 for a while because I pre-ordered my Gears of War 4.
Your Gears 4 console.
Xbox One S console. That looks pretty sick. So yeah, there's that. I played that, and then I also I don't know if you remember, but they announced the Trials of the Blood Dragon. Yeah.
So they came out I think it was a few days ago on Twitter saying that if you beat their demo on PC, you get the game for free.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but you have to do it within 15 faults. So within 15 like errors or whatever. Mm-hmm. Which playing Trials, I'm pretty sure it's going to be hard.
Yeah.
So I downloaded, and I think the thing with this is just to get people to download Uplay.
Probably.
I think that's the only.
Well, they're giving away free games right now anyway.
They are because of the Ubisoft 30th birthday, 30th anniversary.
Right now?
Splinter Cell is free right now, so go claim it on your Uplay account if you haven't already. So yeah, I downloaded it, I loaded the game, and then all I got was errors. It was like, hey, you're not connected to Uplay. We can't do this. Exit.
Weird.
So either I think it happened just because it was the first day that the game kind of went out, like the demo, the beat the demo challenge or whatever.
Yeah.
So I want to say it was that. So I'm gonna go ahead and retry that before this whole thing is over, because I don't know. I think that's interesting. It is a challenging game.
Right.
And to give it away for free if you do it, and it's like if a task like that, sure, I'll give it a shot. Why not?
Right. Why not? Exactly.
Why not?
And worst that happens, you enjoyed hopefully
a demo.
Time playing the game. Yeah, exactly.
It's a perfect way to enjoy a demo and get something out of it at the end, maybe.
Exactly.
I think that's a great way to introduce a game. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I could tell you something else that I played, but I would feel bad doing so.
Why?
Because it wasn't what I expected.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, I don't want to say nothing.
I already know what you're gonna say.
What?
Doesn't matter. I know.
Just tell me. I'll tell you. I'll just say yes or no, and move on.
We can talk about it later.
All right. Yeah.
But that was a hint.
What?
That was a hint.
Okay. Sure. That was a really bad one.
How was a bad one? It's the word I used. The beginning, I emphasized the word of that sentence, and it's
you said
the
we
first. Right. So that's what I'm thinking of.
Oh, We Happy Few? I didn't play that. No.
Okay, well, then I don't care what you play then.
Well, you did. I don't think you liked the game. That was the problem. I'll just say
We Happy Few. Wait, what day
I played Necropolis.
24th. Okay. Wait, but We Happy Few comes out on Tuesday, right?
Which is
July
soon,
26th.
Yeah. I still haven't heard back, but I want to play that. I haven't played that. I know you have, but
okay. I played it at PAX 2 years ago.
Yeah, so very different.
Right, but I haven't played the new one yet, or like the current build. So but I will be playing it on Tuesday.
I think I might be too. I think I kind of have to. I'll just say this. So Necropolis, not what I expected at all. At all.
How was it compared to the build you played 2 years ago at PAX?
I think the build I played before was a lot better.
Really?
Which is, you know how those things are though, right? You're kind of like, the guy's just kind of walking you through it. So he's like, oh, you got to go there. You got to do this. You got to go there. You got to do this. And I'm like, all right, cool. I get it. So when I played it now, I like it. The things that I ran into when I played originally are so far gone. There's none. Nothing of what I played then is in this game.
Really?
Well, in what I've played so far of this game.
Yeah.
Granted, it's like, have you ever played The Binding of Isaac?
No, I think I have it though.
You might have it because of me.
Humble Bundle. I think I have it because of a Humble Bundle.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so.
It's a great game, and I think that game did something that Necropolis wanted to do, but in a bigger scale, but just didn't do it right. And that's like, you go from room to room, and then basically you just go from room to room, you clear shit out, you kill things, you find materials, you craft like potions and shit, because I mean it's, you know, once you die, you gotta start over from the start type thing.
Yeah.
And that's fine, you know, I get it. And I think that's why it's getting mixed reviews, is because of that, right?
Okay.
But if I open a door, right, in theory I should go somewhere new and not come around full circle. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Like, I don't want to open a door and then go to a spot where I was just at. And I'm like, wait, why does this door bring me here? Like, that's fucking stupid. Like, I was just here, but if I don't know. And basically, you find yourself kind of making maps and trying to figure things out. And I'm like, this isn't what the game, like, I 100% didn't see this game being like this.
I don't remember it being like that.
Exactly, right?
It seemed more like an open platformer.
It was just kind of open.
Thing.
You kind of go, you explore, and you just kind of get as far as you can, figuring out puzzles and, you know, just killing shit. And, you know, it had that Dark Souls combat, and you're just kind of trying to find a way to survive throughout the entire thing. You know, making the potions and whatnot. But it's not like that. I'm literally going through one door, appearing like 3 steps behind. I'm like, what the I don't know. I gotta play it a little more, and I don't know, man. Like, maybe things change later on. Maybe the PAX demo was just like levels ahead or something, and I'm just, you know.
Maybe.
But I don't know, man. I didn't really like how I got into it. Like how it puts you into the game. I just didn't really go for it. That's not to say that it's not like polished up. It definitely looks better. I'll give it that much, you know, than the original one. The combat is kind of, I mean, it's hard. That's the point. But in terms of the actual gameplay, way different than what I expected. So
interesting.
So yeah, that's Necropolis in a nutshell. I'll come back. I'll come back to it. I definitely want to, because I don't know. I like the art style a lot.
Yeah, you were crying about that.
That's one of the things that really pulled me in, man. The colors just fucking really got me. But I don't know. We'll see. That's all I got. Cool. Until next week. You can find us on, where can they find us? Because I completely just started typing something. Anyways, yeah, you can find us on Twitter. I'm at DRULcast. That's at JSpin. You follow the show at Downright Up Left on Twitter. If you want to subscribe, you can find us on iTunes. You can find us on, what are the other things? Spotify. Not Spotify. Not yet on Spotify, at least.
No, I don't think ever. From at least in their current,
not right now.
Yeah, how they do it.
Stitcher and on Google Play. That's what it is. I think
we're on Windows Store too.
Are we?
Yeah, I think I got us on there when I saw the Windows Phone. Yeah, I think so. Pretty sure.
Nice.
Unless they like changed or took us off or did something. I don't know.
So yeah, go in there, subscribe, leave a review. I think we got a review on our Stitcher, which is pretty awesome. But
cool.
Yeah.
What to say?
I don't know. I'll go look at it later.
Okay.
I got an email saying that somebody left a review. Anyways, hopefully it's good. That is it for this week. Play 2 Drool. Bye, guys.